Hello, my name is Sandra Morris, and it's my privilege to serve as principal of St. Benedict. I want to thank you for joining us today for our Senior Awards ceremony for the class of 2020. I know this is not how anyone imagined our Senior Awards ceremony would be shared, and I'll be honest, it makes me sad to not be able to see your faces when your names are called, your friends, and most importantly, the smiling faces of your parents and grandparents. After all, this is the culmination of many years of hard work and sacrifice. Probably the only positive factor about an online ceremony is I don't have to remind you to hold your applause until the end. You're at home and we have everyone muted, so celebrate as loudly as you would like. Seriously, to the graduates of the class of 2020, you will be remembered for many things and not just for how you survived the last quarter of your high school career. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the families of our graduates for realizing the importance of a St. Benedict education and for the many sacrifices made to allow you to graduate from St. Benedict. I would also like to thank the faculty, staff, and counselors for saying yes to God's call to work and teach at St. Benedict. So today is a celebration for not only our graduates, but for our parents, grandparents, and faculty. Enjoy and thank you for trusting us with your most precious gift from God. We will begin with some announcements that are normally shared by the representatives from the colleges and universities themselves, but under the circumstances we've been asked to share with you. Johnny Beatty has been offered an appointment of admission to the United States Military Academy. He will be receiving a full four-year scholarship valued at approximately $300,000 and will be commissioned as an officer in the United States Army upon graduation. Dante Carrasco has been offered an appointment of admissions to the United States Naval Academy. He will also be receiving a full four-year scholarship valued at $472,000 and will be commissioned as an officer in the United States Navy upon graduation. Our entire St. Benedict community want to thank both of these young men for the commitment and love shown for our country as they embark on their life journey. Johnny and Dante, thank you. You make us very proud. Now, Dr. Elizabeth Fisher, St. Benedict Assistant Principal and Academic Dean, will assist us with the presentation of the awards.
We start our SBA awards by recognizing the officers of this senior class, a group of officers who did a great job this year. President, Johnny Beatty. Vice President, Cheyenne Sanders. Communications Director, Blade Kisler. Treasurer, Keegan Dolan. Service Project Chair, Daniel Franceschini. Next, we recognize our Student Government Association officers and representatives. President, Dante Carrasco. Vice President, Laney Skinner. Secretary, Rachel Hosp. Chaplain, Emma Nelson. Sergeant-at-Arms, Don Wynn. Our SGA representatives are Abby Duke, Alexa Dyles, Andy Glennick, Nick Gohill, and Celine LeBlanc. Departmental Awards. We are now going to present our departmental awards. These awards are being given for accomplishment not only in their senior year, but it is an acknowledgement of 4 years of work. These are not necessarily the students with the highest GPAs, though some of them may be. These departmental awards recognize grades, dedication, improvement, contribution to the class, discussions, and projects. They incorporate leadership, cooperation, and all-around accomplishment within the various courses within each department. For excellence in science, Maggie Alexander. For excellence in English, Maggie Alexander. For excellence in mathematics, Maggie Alexander. For excellence in theology, Bella Rawlings. For excellence in social studies, Maggie Alexander. In our foreign language department, for excellence in French, Christiana Flores. For excellence in Spanish, Grayson Ferber. The Fine Arts Department. In our art department, we recognize for excellence in art, Chase Schaber. For excellence in art honors, Erin Herbers. For excellence in AP art, Crystal Wynn. For excellence in painting, Avery Williams. For excellence in ceramics, Isabella Scoggins. For excellence in visual arts, Morgan Malinowski. For excellence in visual arts 2, Alexa Dyles. For excellence in advanced visual arts, Bella Rawlings. In our band and choir department, we recognize the following seniors. For excellence in rock band, Grant Dominguez, Jessica McClure, John Wise. For excellence in concert band, Samantha Barton, Keegan Dolan, Brandon Rittberger, Joshua Williams. New this year, we have 2 special awards for members of our band department. The first is the Patrick S. Gilmore Award. The Patrick S. Gilmore Band Award was introduced in 1994 in honor of the legendary bandmaster. Patrick Gilmore also played for every president of his day, including Abraham Lincoln. This beautiful award honors outstanding high school band students and their achievements and commitment to the band. This year's recipient of the Patrick S. Gilmore Award is Joshua Williams. The second award is the John Philip Sousa Award. The Sousa Award is the pinnacle of achievement in a high school band. Introduced in 1955 to honor the top student in the high school band, the John Philip Sousa Band Award recognizes superior musicianship and outstanding dedication. It was created with the approval of Helen Sousa Albert and Priscilla Sousa, daughters of the famous composer and bandmaster. This year's recipient of the John Philip Sousa Award is Keegan Dolan. In the orchestra, Excellence in Orchestra, Langston Suggs. In the choir, Excellence in Women's Chorale, Rachel Hosp. Excellence in Concert Choir, Adriana Salome. In our music and drama department, we recognize for outstanding lead performance in a play, Marc Anthony Marconi. For outstanding supporting performance in a play, Emma Van Epps. For outstanding technical theater achievement, Tagg Brewer. In our computer and journalism department, we recognize for excellence in computer applications, Nick Cathcart. For excellence in computer, film studies, and movie making, Sarah Moran. Excellence in yearbook, the Talon, Nick Roberts. In our theology department, we have 2 new awards this year. Our first is the St. Benedict Service Award, awarded to the senior who has most dedicated him or herself to service in imitation of Christ, who came to serve, not to be served. This year's award winner with over 400 hours of service is presented to Cheyenne Sanders. Next is the Benedictine Cross Award, given to the seniors who perform more than 25 hours of service to the community. This year's recipients are Trey Angotti, Adam Bergantz, Christiana Flores, Auburn Gillespie, Celine LeBlanc, Emma Nelson, Cheyenne Sanders, Lainey Skinner, Natalie Trin, and Gia Vergara. Academic competitions. Each year we have students compete in the All-West Honor Choir and Band competitions. For both All-West Honor Choir and All-State Honor Choir, we recognize Joshua Heyman, Marc Anthony Marconi, and Kat Trinque. The University of Memphis Honor Band, Samantha Barton, Keegan Dolan, Grant Dominguez. For outstanding leadership and service to the VEX and FIRST Robotics competition, we recognize Zoe Claire Couch and Grant Dominguez. We also recognize for excellence in mock trial best attorney, Emma Clark and Blade Kisler. The National Scholastic Art Competition gold medal winner, Bella Rawlings. The Mid-South Scholastic Art Awards gold key winner, Crystal Wynn. As is our tradition, we also like to honor our seniors who score a 30 or above on the ACT. This year, we recognize Maggie Alexander, Nick Aversa, Samantha Barton, Johnny Beatty, Nathan Bosque, Dante Carrasco, Emma Clark, Zoe Claire Couch, Keegan Dolan, Philip Dominguez, Jenny Farler, Grayson Ferber, Daniel Francischini, Piper Gakowski, Rachel Hosp, William Jacobs, Morgan Malinowski, Marissa Mata, Madeline McCusker, Bella Rawlings, Cheyenne Sanders, Isabella Scoggins, Alex Scott, Kat Trinque, Emma Van Epps, Lorelei Vandeveer, Gia Vergara, and Nyrese Wilson. Club leadership. Each year, our school sponsors spiritual class retreats for all grades, and each of these retreats is led by a team of seniors who not only put the time in to prepare, but who are willing to step up in front of their peers on these days and share a little about their own faith. We would like to recognize the following senior retreat leaders: Trey Angotti, Caroline Armour, Charlie Brannon, Maggie Carkeet, Dante Carrasco, Mela Clarina, Keegan Dolan, Philip Dominguez, Alexa Dyles, Michaela Erspalmer, Chloe Espinosa, Daniel Francischini, Bethany Grantham, Mayor Guron, Caroline Hall, Joshua Heyman, Erin Herbers, Rachel Hosp, Bella Jones, Celine LeBlanc, Marc Anthony Marconi, Joe Miller, Miranda Morgan, Payne Morgan, Connor Petit, Bella Rawlings, Nick Roberts, Adriana Salome, Cheyenne Sanders, Isabella Scoggins, Alex Scott, Philip Spearing, Kat Trinque, Emma Van Epps, Caroline Vasallo, Gia Vergara, Sebastian Villegas, Blakely Wilkins, Seth Wynn, and Colby Young. We'd like to honor those senior students who, through the course of this year, or usually the preceding ones as well, have given outstanding leadership to our clubs and activities. For outstanding service and leadership for the National Art Honor Society, Sarah Moran. For outstanding service and leadership for the Spanish National Honor Society, Grayson Ferber. For outstanding service and leadership for the French Club, Bailey McBryde. For outstanding service and leadership to our Badminton Club, Crystal Wynn. For outstanding service and leadership for Make-A-Wish, Maggie Alexander. For outstanding service and leadership to Mock Trial, Blade Kisler. For outstanding service and leadership to Mu Alpha Theta, Keegan Dolan and Kat Trinque. We would like to recognize our seniors who were chosen as student ambassadors to represent SBA at many events throughout the year. Treyanne Gotti, Caroline Armour, Johnny Beatty, Maggie Carkeet, Dante Carrasco, Mela Clarina, Alexa Dyles, Jenny Farler, Daniel Francischini, Andy Glennick, Larisha Gregory, Mayor Guron, Joshua Heyman, Rachel Hosp, Celine LeBlanc, Marc Anthony Marconi, Bailey McBryde, Madeline McCusker, Crystal Wynn, Connor Petit, Bella Rawlings, Nick Roberts, Cheyenne Sanders, Lainey Skinner, Tanner Smith, Philip Spearing, Langston Suggs, Kat Trinque, Emma Van Epps, Gia Vergara, Sebastian Villegas, Kayla Webster, and Colby Young. Outside organizations. Each year we are fortunate to have any number of seniors who through the course of the year have been recognized by groups and organizations that are outside of our school. It's especially rewarding to see that the good work of these seniors is noticed by others who don't see them every day. Just recently, the Germantown Exchange Club recognized 2 students as their Youth of the Month. As a result, their names and resumes are in for the statewide competition with hopes of possibly being named the National Student of the Year. They are Maggie Alexander and Dante Carrasco. Our STEM program produces very talented students every year. We have one who has been recognized by the College Board in partnership with Project Lead the Way for completing 3 credits to Advanced Placement and Project Lead the Way combined. This year's recognition goes to Maggie Alexander. The College Board developed a very elite program called Capstone that is only found at select schools around the country. This year marks the 2nd year that our students are eligible for the Capstone Diploma. The following students are recognized for their candidacy: Maggie Alexander, Nathan Bosque, Jenny Farler, Rachel Hosp, Bella Rawlings, Cheyenne Sanders, Alex Scott, and Kat Trinque. The Chickasaw Bluff chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution sponsor a Good Citizen Award. The recipient is recognized for his character, academic success, motivation, service, and work ethic. We recognize Dante Carrasco as not only the winner of the chapter award, but he was also chosen as the West Tennessee Good Citizen winner and will be honored with 4 others from across the state of Tennessee later this summer. We would now like to recognize 3 students who have been honored by the National Merit Corporation. Commended by National Merit, Samantha Barton, Emma Van Epps. Named as a National Merit finalist and scholarship winner, Maggie Alexander. Congratulations.
Now we would like to present some athletic awards. Though each athletic team has its own end-of-the-season banquet, we reserve the presentation of some major awards for today. We have a tradition that recognizes these senior student athletes who somehow find the time, energy, and effort to participate in 3 sports in their senior year. This year, our Iron Eagle Award winners are Dante Carrasco, Joshua Heyman, Zach Person, Corey Wilhite, and Colby Young. And it is also our tradition to conclude each athletic year by presenting the winners of some major St. Benedict awards. Our first award is presented to the Senior Athletes of the Year. We seek to honor two seniors who have accomplished excellence in their sports, as well as having demonstrated sportsmanship and having been a source of good news about St. Benedict to the public. They must have participated in two sports their senior year. This year, your male and female athlete of the year goes to Bella Jones and Corey Wilhite. Our next two awards are presented to the Scholar Athletes of the Year. The same great qualities apply to these two as well, but they are also the two varsity student athletes who have accumulated the highest GPA. As the others before, a student must have participated in at least two sports their senior year. This year, our male and female Scholar Athletes of the Year go to Jenny Farler and Johnny Beatty. The final award is the Smith Excellence Award, named after our founders, Mr. and Mrs. Stanley Smith. We present one to the girl and one to the boy who have exemplified what it means to be an athletic representative of St. Benedict. These are students who have put forth 100% in their respective areas, as well as demonstrating the qualities of sportsmanship and leadership. To be eligible, a student must have been a member of at least two athletic teams their senior year. Our Smith Excellence Awards for this year are presented to Caroline Armour and Dante Carrasco. We would like to take a moment to acknowledge the athletic department's selection for the Jenny Award. The Jenny Award is named for a former student, Jenny Ribsick, who died in a car accident shortly after graduating from St. Benedict. She was an athlete with determination and desire, given 100% in everything she did. The Jenny Award is given to adult volunteers who give to the school by donating service, time, resources, or a combination of these to benefit all the St. Benedict athletes. This year's recipient of the Jenny Award is Mr. and Mrs. Jeff McCulley. The McCulleys totally exemplify what the Jenny Award recognizes: self-giving support, SBA spirit, and the love of God and church. They have three children. Emily is a 2018 graduate of St. Benedict. Catherine is a current junior, and Ryan is a sophomore. They have been active with multiple athletic teams and are always available when there's a need. And I can honestly say no is not in their vocabulary. They are supportive of both the athletic commissioners, the Booster Club, and also our home and school and our various service projects. They also support the arts and the academic. One only needs to follow social media to see their untiring devotion to the SBA way and mission, as their personal posts and team posts are always positive. Thank you to the McCulley family. Today, we are announcing this year's senior superlatives as voted on by the class of 2020. Best all around goes to Jenny Farler and Dante Carrasco. Most dedicated is Maggie Alexander and Johnny Beatty. Contributed most to the class, Rachel Hosp and Johnny Beatty. Most likely to succeed, Maggie Alexander and Morgan Malinowski. Most talented, Kat Trinque and Marc Anthony Marconi. Most likely to be remembered, Adelina Wood and Charlie Brannon. Friendliest, Bella Rawlings and Sebastian Villegas. Wittiest, Chloe Espinoza and Charlie Brannon. Most spirited, Maggie Carkeet and Nick Roberts. And most athletic, Bella Jones and Dante Carrasco. At this time, we would like to present the Scott Hervey Memorial Scholarship Award. This award is in memory of Scott Hervey, who passed away unexpectedly in May of 2019. Scott was an avid golfer and tennis player and coached and mentored many youth through various sport outlets during his life. The Hervey family have been longtime supporters of St. Benedict and our athletic program and have established this scholarship as a way of honoring Scott and continuing his legacy in the sports arena. The recipient of the Scott Hervey Memorial Scholarship for this year is Philip Spearing. This year, we are including in the Senior Awards presentation our special awards that are typically given during our graduation ceremonies. These awards recognize several of our graduates for their special achievements and accomplishments during the school year. Before we begin the student awards, we would like to present the Wings of an Eagle Award. It's presented on behalf of the St. Benedict administration, faculty, and staff to those who by their volunteer efforts allow us to further our mission and vision in many ways. Our honoree this year has aided not only St. Benedict, but our diocese in many ways. It is our pleasure to honor for 2020 Bishop-elect Robert Marshall. Bishop-elect Marshall is no stranger to St. Benedict. Among his many assignments in our diocese, he served as the pastor of St. Francis of Assisi Church from 2012 to 2017. During that time, he also served on our St. Benedict School Board and was often found on the sidelines or in the stands of our ball games, at our plays, and other events. Bishop-elect Marshall is a friend and supporter of all our Catholic schools. He will be greatly missed by all of us in Memphis, but we are very proud of him and all he has done. Bishop-elect Marshall will continue to be in our daily prayers as he shepherds those in the Diocese of Alexandria, Louisiana. And Bishop-elect Marshall, instead of a plaque, we'll send you to Louisiana with a gift card or two to make sure that you get to continue to enjoy your world-famous Memphis barbecue. Thank you, Bishop-elect Marshall. We will miss you, but we are very proud of you. And although you'll get to hear from our valedictorian and salutatorian at graduation, we wanted to recognize them today. The salutatorian for the class of 2020, graduating second in the class, is Emma Van Epps, and our valedictorian, graduating first in the class, is Maggie Alexander. Our next award is the recognition of Mr. and Miss SBA. These are presented to the senior male and female whom the faculty and administration feel best exemplify the ideals of a St. Benedict student. For the class of 2020, our Mr. and Miss SBA goes to Jenny Farler and Dante Carrasco. Our second award is the Golden Eagle Award. This award is presented to a senior who soars beyond the expectations of others and recognizes determination, diligence, dedication to activities, to friends, to service, and to our school. This year's recipient of the Golden Eagle Award is Jack Boren. Our third award is named the Helen T. Riggs Scholarship in honor of Mrs. Sandy Riggs, a founding teacher of the Auburndale School. This scholarship was dedicated in her honor and is awarded every year to a senior who has been committed to his or her St. Benedict education and is also committed to continuing it. In addition to the plaque, they will receive a small scholarship to go toward the purchase of textbooks as they pursue their study at the next level. This year, we have two recipients of this award. It is my pleasure to announce this year's recipients of the Helen T. Sandy Riggs Scholarship, Meredith Morgan and Adam Brigance. The fourth of our awards is named the Right Choice Award. It was created by and first presented to members of the class of 2000. This tradition honors one boy and one girl who, in the opinion of their peers, has tried to make the right choices for themselves and ventured out on that most tenuous limb of encouraging classmates to do the same. That's the hard part, encouraging others to make better choices even when others are not looking. This award is decided by a vote of the senior class alone, representing what these classmates know about each other and the lives that we and the faculty and the parents don't always get to see. By vote of the senior class, the Right Choice Awards for 2020 are presented to Johnny Beatty and Kayla Webster. Our final presentation of Student Special Awards is the Christian Witness Award, determined by a vote of our faculty and staff. We consider it the pinnacle of our awards ceremony. It is, after all, who we are. The great thing about having over 140 graduates is that we have so many great students from which to choose. The 2020 Christian Witness Awards, determined by a vote of the faculty, is presented for outstanding contribution to the life and betterment of St. Benedict at Auburndale School. We present this award to Caroline Coco Armour. We would like to congratulate all those honored today for the many gifts and talents shared with St. Benedict. Seniors, today marks the last day of your regular classes. From all of us at St. Benedict, we thank you for continuing to be the leaders you are during this pandemic. You could have thrown in the towel, but you didn't, and for that, you make us proud. We would also like to thank Mrs. O'Leary, Sister Rita Marie, and Mrs. Stark, and all others who had a part in preparing today's ceremonies. In closing, we will conclude this like we do all our days at St. Benedict, and that is with prayer. Sister Rita Marie, chair of our theology department, will lead us in a closing prayer. God bless and go Eagles.